I refuse to behave.
Okay, fine. Don't behave.
Do I sense a fellow brat? Because I'm a little bit of a brat.
Oh God, please no. We're not going there. We're not discussing that shit. We are not discussing that shit. Hi, everybody. How is everybody in the chat? We have, well, it looks like we're getting everybody here, literally.
All of
Hi, Kyle and Spackle and Commander and Julie and I don't know who the Krabby Hermit is, but welcome and nice to see everybody for sure. Ben, how are you?
Doing all right. I'm actually really excited about this truck talk, and I want this truck game now, and I want that steering wheel that Bolt has. But
so we were talking about
expensive.
Yeah,
to catch everybody up, we were talking about truck simulators, and now they have this new one that looks really effing cool. And so I had to download my Steam account again and sign back in and get a new password and do all that, so I could friend people, because I've never had friends on Steam before. I didn't even know it was a thing, but now I know. And so that's going to be fun. And then
and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, so Ben said that it's not a want, but it's a need for him to see me and Bolt play the truck simulator together.
Yes.
We gotta.
I don't know how I'm going to do, though, because it's not an actual truck. Those I can drive. So we'll see. I'm going to have to get used to it.
It'll be fun.
I'm going to ask for a little controller for Christmas.
I get really happy about something that he knows a lot, like trucks.
Dude, I know all about trucks. I know all about trucks. What do you want?
Aren't there like certain different types of trucks you can or different components you can use? Or I haven't played the game yet, but I think Bolt has talked about that before.
Oh, on the game? I don't know.
Tell
us, Bolt. Tell us about trucks.
Yeah, Bolt.
Oh, okay. So, what was the question?
Oh, are there different types of trucks you can drive in Truck Simulator?
Multiple truck manufacturers, and you can get several configurations of trucks, yeah.
So you can get lots of different types of trucks.
I think there's 6 or 7 manufacturers. You got Peterbilt, Mack, Volvo, Freightliner. I think there's a couple others.
As long as it's not the sleepy trucks,
you have Peterbilt, Mack, Freightliner, Kenworth.
Yeah, there's Kenworth.
Western Star.
Western Star's in there.
There's so many of them now. What's the other really expensive one?
Volvo.
No, that's a Volvo, because Mercedes-Benz actually makes Volvo motors. And they make 2 kinds. One's a green top. They paint it green. The other one's the red top. And the red top, they call it the pop top, because the motor blows on them all the time. So don't buy one of those. Yeah, unless they've improved in the last 5 years. But okay, Junie's right. Then you have the Tesla truck. If no one has ever looked online and seen the Tesla tractor trailer, it is very interesting. It is a 1-seat, you sit in the center automobile to pull trucks with or trailers with. And it's actually really interesting. And anybody who hasn't seen that, you should definitely just Google that on YouTube, and you'll see the Tesla trucks. It
looks pretty cool.
It is actually fucking banging, and it is more aerodynamic than any truck ever made.
I'm wondering if they're going to add it. I wonder if they're going to add it to the truck sim, because they keep adding trucks over time.
Oh, they might.
So eventually, if they can make a deal with Tesla, they'll probably put it in.
The front end of it is more like a bullet train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
it looks pretty good.
It's pretty fucking
That looks nice.
So
I don't want to know how much that costs, though.
Well, what they're working on now is the speed it can go, how much it can haul, and the distance it can. So that's what they're trying to fine tune right now with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they already have one driving around. Yep.
Beck,
and if they combine with Google, they combine with the Google car, they're going to have a self-driving tractor trailer. Although I think that's not going to work. Just so you guys
probably not.
Because the bottom line is every situation when you're backing a truck into a dock or into an area or into a caged area, or somebody's going to unload it with a forklift and it's got one of those temporary docks and you have to hook up to it. How are you going to hook it up? Who's going to open the doors? Yeah. Who's going to check the seals to verify that it's secure? What, you going to trust the people at the place? Of course they're going to say, yeah, it's fine. There's one pallet missing. So you can't replace a truck driver. It's just too much. There's paperwork and hours have to be written down and maintenance needs to be done. And you can't put every scenario of backing in everywhere into a computer. It's just not going to work. It's not backing a car into a parking spot in New York City. So, hello, Crypta. Thank you for joining us.
Did you hear me?
Sounds cool, Ben. I know nothing about medical stuff. Though.
Oh, I was asking Kyle in the chat because Kyle just hit 100 subs on YouTube's. So I was offering
a round of applause for a good mister.
I was offering him medical myths to build his view count.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, I saw that Kyle was trying to build up their account, so I kind of tweeted his shit out and asked everybody to.
Yep, I did as well.
Subscribe to it. You'll probably end up with some more, Kyle. Give it a few more days.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the problem would be is that most people I know are already subscribed to you. So
yeah.
One thing I'm trying to grow right now is my TikTok, because like filming stuff for YouTube takes a lot more time than doing, a 3-minute clip on my phone on TikTok. And I don't have like the energy or time really to invest in like filming a video, editing a video, and doing all of this stuff. So I've been doing a lot more stuff on TikTok.
Right. Yeah. So, speaking of Christmas and gifts and stuff, because that is something I want to talk about, is how everybody's doing with, people are starting to see each other again after COVID, or maybe you saw your family the whole time, or maybe you still haven't seen them and you have unvaxxed family members that are fucking up your Christmas. So if you guys want to talk about that in the chat and get something going there, and we can comment on it and let you know. Yeah, I know, Gary, but I was here first. I've been in this slot for over a year now, and my brother decided to freaking go live on the days that I go live. I know. It's fine.
What an absolute asshole.
I know. No, he's not. What's funny is I could walk out of this door right now and walk right over there to the casita that he's been working on and he's staying at, and I could just walk in and say hi to him in his stream and then come back over here. He's only 70 feet away from me right now.
Go kick his door in and yell at him. You're like, stop streaming, it's my turn.
This cockpit. This cockpit of the Tesla tractor trailer. Oh my God.
Isn't it crazy?
That is beautiful.
If you want to share that, Ben, I'll put it up here. Or you can. Just you do it.
Let me find the best picture. Yeah,
find those pictures and you can show everybody, because there's some people in the chat that can't bring it up because they're on their computer or phone or. Agreed.
There was here we go. I'm just gonna share my browser. Because there's like the picture where you can see it from the side, and then the picture as if like you're sitting in it.
So, Catnip Mom is rallying her 2 children right now to have a talk about me.
Oh, exciting.
She's making dinner and they are going to have a discussion over dinner. Yeah, isn't that badass though? Look at that.
Yeah, so there's like the view from looking in, and then they've got like the view like if you're actually
show that
like this one.
Show that one. Yeah. Look at that shit, huh? It's all your mirrors and everything.
Yeah.
That's all you need. It's all touchscreen stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fucking cool.
It's fancy.
Got to have the cup holders or it's not a tractor trailer.
Yeah.
It's a rule. It is a rule. Yeah, they're pretty badass though. Space age. I know, right, Gary? They do look very, but don't they look like a bullet train in the front?
They do look like a bullet train. Yeah.
But the the bottom line is all these different companies, they all make these trucks, but they are not aerodynamic. They just aren't. They aren't. And they try to put like fins on them, and then you back up and you get too tight to your trailer and you knock the fin off, and you're like, well, there goes my aerodynamics. That's gone, you know? Like, and then they put those big wings on the back of the trucks. Have you guys seen those? There's like a flap that comes down above each door like this and on the sides, and it comes out, and it kind of angles in, like if you're the back of the truck, it would look angled in towards you like this if you're looking at the back of the truck. So it kind of like is supposed to make it more aerodynamic instead of the wind catching around the back of the truck, because that can actually, if you have too light of a load and there's too much wind, it can fuck your world up. Let's put it that way. So yeah, there's like all these things they try to do, but the bottom line is there's no effective way, the way they're made today, to make them fuel efficient and make them. They even have those covers they put on the wheels. You guys ever seen those? The covers on the wheels of the tractor trailers? That's supposed to help aerodynamics too. I don't think it does a fucking thing. But so all these different manufacturers try to do all this stuff to save fuel economy so people will buy their vehicles, because fuel is fucking expensive. And as we were talking about earlier, I almost ran out of fuel one time. I was down to like 3/4 of a gallon, basically, which in a tractor trailer is like, it's gone.
Yeah.
And I kind of went in on fumes and filled up that truck. And this was in 2007. And it cost almost, it was like, I want to say it was $873 to fill up that truck.
That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, no. That's 14 years ago. And the price of fuel was like,
yeah, I know, but I still expected it
$1.20
more.
less a gallon. So you'd have to add another 1/3 on top of that. So you're looking at roughly $1,100 to fill up a truck, depending on where you are. Link you. Can somebody, Ben, can you send Kyle a link?
1 sec. I'm arguing with somebody.
Oh, or
I got you.
Or somebody. You could send Ollie a link to there. But just so everybody knows, Jenny's going to be coming in later, and I'm not trying to get a lot of people on right now, because if I get more than like 6-ish, she gets kicked off, and she always comes on and puts up with it really good and comes back. So I'm going to make an exception for her tonight and make sure she gets to talk when she comes in, probably in about another hour. So, I could have done it on Twitter. I'm sorry, Bolt.
I'm doing it right now on Twitter.
Thanks. I had a brain fart.
At least I hope I am.
Well, you're halfway to forgetful, ornery old man, you know.
Never mind. I already got it. You guys are so slow.
I can totally see you
am.
get off my lawn, you damn kids.
It's in your Twitter, Kyle.
I also sent it to you on Twitter after
Sometimes
B
I just
did.
forget that I have like a Twitter on my phone, and I just get involved.
I could have beat you both to it, but I let you both figure it out instead.
You know what?
Work smarter, not harder, cat.
Watch that mouth, young lady. See, back in 2007, we were still paying through the nose compared to what we're paying today. Yeah, it's true. It's true. We had a couple of years there. It also happened again in 2010. And then it happened again in, when was that other big spike? 2015, 2016?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like every 3 or 4 years, we have a big spike in fuel costs, and then it mellows back out again. Well, ho, 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 ho.
Hey.
Ever get that? Okay.
What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've been on stream.
Yeah, how you been, buddy?
Oh, man, November was rough, but I think everything's on the up and up.
Good. Glad
Yeah.
to hear it.
Just hit 100 subs, which is pretty cool. Didn't think that would happen before New
congrats.
Year's. Thank you.
December 2007. Yeah, this was more like this was end of spring, beginning of summer 2007 when that happened to me. Because we were still in the rainy season, and it was so foggy out that night we couldn't see. It was like pea soup. You literally couldn't see shit. And even the cars coming the other direction when it was dark out, you just couldn't see anything. It was fucking horrible. So we couldn't go very fast and catch up any speed. So every time we went up a hill, we were like struggling up the hill, which makes you use more fuel. And I'm like, we're gonna fucking get stuck on the side of the fucking road, no fuel. And it never like makes the trucking companies very happy when they have to spend like $1,000 for somebody to come out and throw some fuel in your truck. And then if like Bolt was saying, if they have to deal with the repriming the injectors and dealing with fuel filters and stuff, then you're looking at like $2,000 to get your truck started. They don't like that very much, considering they could have filled it up twice for that. Yeah. So what? Well, Kyle, what's going on? Y'all ready for Christmas? You sure got the fucking hat, bro.
Yeah, it's my Black Santa hat. I call it South Pole Santa.
South Pole. Nice.
Yeah, we got
awesome.
We got some family get-togethers coming up. Finally, everyone's gonna be masked and carrying hand sanitizer on them.
Right. It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this.
Fuck this.
Everywhere you go, fuck this. Yeah. Seriously. Hey,
Yeah, it's
Ox, what up, brother?
Whoop.
It's like 26
Somebody
degrees in my garage.
Linda Pancho for me there, Ox. Get rid of that one. Right underneath you. Right underneath you. Right above you. Junie just subbed to you, Kyle. So you got another one.
Right on.
So yeah, if anybody's not subbed to Kyle, we just got him up over 100 subs. Go sub to him. We all know he's a great guy. He's on here all the time. Go show him some love, you guys. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, B.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I tweeted your stuff out the other day, but I'll do it a couple more times. Get people to see it.
I all of my videos right now are all like short form. I plan on doing a long form video once a month that is hopefully up to an hour long. Just going more in depth on different space topics.
Cool. Sounds good, man. So why don't you tell everybody your main topics you concentrate on? Like what you do, what you talk about. You're talking about like physics or God, the sky's pretty tonight.
Mainly just I discuss different astrological bodies like planets, stars, black holes, neutron stars, galaxies, and right now I'm doing a series on the planets of our solar system. On planet 3, Earth. Next will be Mars. And that's all I have at the moment.
Going in order.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
After that, we'll explore some of the outer moons of Saturn and Jupiter. Oh.
Well, sounds like you just went over my head. So good job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay, don't blow out your bowl when you have a sore fucking jaw. That shit just fucking hurt.
Careful, B.
I know, right?
Yeah, aren't
I
you
got all
supposed to
excited
be-
because it's after I'm at 3 days past my pull now, so I can I'm on day 3, so now I can smoke and everything again. So I'm all excited.
Oh, okay.
I had another person on one of the videos talking about basically how like atypicality, like you should just assume somebody is normal or abnormal, and then if they're like atypical in their presentation, that you evaluate that later. And I'm like, this is number one, you're entering with bias, a lot of it. Like you're already primed to enter this with bias. And also like these categories are used to make thinking about it easier, but it's not a complete picture of reality. Like nothing's a straight category.
Made you want to hug. I'm sorry. Always sucks losing pets. So Junie said, I love space and deep sea, so they're in. Holy Spackle said, Pluto is a planet. Fight me.
I will not fight you. I will fight with
Fuck
you.
yeah.
And then the
Nobody
next
said
comment
it
is,
wasn't.
I ate a special candy.
Fucking
It's a
millennials
dwarf
and Gen
planet.
X, man.
Well, NASA originally said it wasn't.
No, it's not. It's a dwarf planet. That's still a planet. It's just a really small one.
I mean, we shouldn't be fucking sizist. We shouldn't discriminate just because it's tiny.
No, they have good reason for making it a dwarf planet. It has
No,
not
call it a
cleared
dwarf
its
planet, but still say
orbit
it's a planet.
of debris.
And it crosses the orbital plane of another planet. Planets don't do that.
In fact,
good point.
In fact, isn't it in a binary system with its moon? Right? So, and its moon is almost the same size as it is.
It's a little tiny thing. Aww.
So
it just makes more sense to categorize it with the other tens of thousands of icy bodies like it.
Yeah. Tiny planets matter. Well, if we're gonna call Pluto a planet, then there's probably about 1,000 minimum more objects out in the Kuiper Belt that we also have to call planets. So
no, only Pluto.
I saw what? A planet that's going to come and crash into us. Oh, Planet X. Well, I do have to say that if you guys are worried about anything crashing into us or coming too close to us, look up the K2 Pan Star.
And also, if something like that were to happen, it'd probably be so fast that we wouldn't even feel it.
No, actually, that's we will have a few days warning.
Well, I mean, we know it was coming, but once it hit us.
No, it's not. Well, it's not going to directly impact us. According to my brother, it's going to hit something else first, break some shit apart, cause a weird trajectory, and cause a bunch of shit, and then that's going to be the beginning of the end. So, if he's right, then we'll know in the next couple of years here.
Sounds
and
great.
Then we can just all either go, nope, dude, you're wrong, or he can say, maybe I was wrong on the timing, but. He's got it down to like a few months that he thinks it's going to start.
Yeah, if there was a planet like that anywhere near us, the gravitational effects would be seen long before they ever got here.
Well, no, they know it's coming, Kyle. NASA's been watching it. They have the trajectory down and everything. It's going to go.
I think this
down.
is an asteroid, yeah.
It's going to go into our solar system, and it's a Pan Star, K2 Pan Star. I think it's 2017 K2 Pan Star or something like that. Whatever year they found it in, 2013, whatever. But it's supposed to pierce our solar system, get caught in part of our gravity, come back around, and then shoot out at an angle.
I'll have to look into this. That sounds awesome.
It's on. You can just look up K2 Pan Star. I don't remember. It's like C 2017 or C something, C 2013, whatever, K2 Pan Star. Well, first of all, there will be days of panic, of course. And then according to, if my brother's right, there's two major stars in the constellation Draco, the dragon. And we will lose sight of those two very bright stars. And if that happens, then we all know we're screwed. So, yeah. Yeah. Place your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye. Yes, sir. That's correct, Ox. Because we're all going to be in survival mode. So, if I think it's happening, you know what I'm going to do? If I hear it's going to happen, and I think we got 3 days left, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down to a fucking car dealership that's got like those big heavy duty fucking Mondo ass like work trucks that are all jacked up and shit, bull bars. I'm going to buy one of those, and then I'm going to go down and buy a big ass because I'm not going to have to pay it off anyways. So let's party, right? The whole system's going to collapse. It's going to be free. Nobody's going to come after me for it. And then I'm going to buy a big ass like 20 some odd foot, like the nicest either travel trailer or tiny home I can get. And that way, when my friends want to go with me and we all need to survive, I have extra room. So that's what I want to do. I'm going to go take vehicle, sign off on it, and then be like, it's not going to matter in 2 days, you dumbasses. And then I'm going to go off and, stock up on food and shit so I can save my ass and other people.
What would be like the
That's my
first? What would be the first store you go to during an apocalypse? Like, where
Ooh,
would you raid first to get supplies?
That's a fun
Oh,
round the horn
absolutely
question.
go to an Army Navy surplus store.
That's what I was gonna say. Yes, MREs. I buy all the
Get
MREs.
MREs. You can get all the fucking cold weather gear, because if this shit happens the way my brother says, it's gonna feel like fucking Antarctica almost outside. Because it's gonna cause a nuclear winter, basically, like an ash winter. Because Yellowstone's gonna blow.
Oof.
Because the impact of that K2 pan star running into something, that piece splitting off, hitting something else, that piece coming into our atmosphere and probably landing in one of our oceans, because that's most likely, let's all be honest, and the impact of that with what it can do to the different plates, the tectonic plates, and it's supposed to cause Cascadia to shift, which is part of it, goes in along the coast of California, right outside. That's the Cascadia fault line. It's supposed to cause that to shift, and then Yellowstone is going to go poof. And then we're going to be in a nuclear, basically like an ash winter for like, I don't know, 9 months or a year or something like that. We're going to freeze our asses off. Well, now that we talked about that jolly good time, is everybody ready for Christmas?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we got a few years. Don't worry, everybody. We got at least 2 years. Year and 9 months or something like that. So yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, of course, I'm not saying this is all stuff my brother said, so take it for what it's worth. I don't know whether to believe it or not, but I'm going to tell you right now, if I start seeing the first 3 signs hit that he told me and that shit happens, I'm going to be like, yo, bro, what should I do right now? And I'm going to fucking listen to his ass, because apparently he knows more than I do. So if he's right, then...
Wait, where did he get this?
Definitely not a bad idea to prep
data?
ahead.
Out of the Bible.
Oh, see, wait
a minute.
In
Hold
general,
on. Let me clarify though. Not the Christian Bible. He took the oldest, purest, unchanged Bible he could find, translated it back through the Greek lexicon, Hebrew, blah, 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 using all the sources, and then made it into English, and it says something totally different. So it's not the Christian Bible. Nothing. If you guys haven't talked to my brother and don't know about this, do not assume a thing. You're absolutely wrong what you think he's going to say, because it's not like he said what the Christian Bible reads. But in his reading frame of the Bible, he found that information in there.
Yeah, regardless, I mean, with all the supply chain stuff right now, I mean, it couldn't hurt to have some extra MREs around the house, right?
I mean, really, I think that everybody should have emergency supplies. And I'm not talking about just for shit like that. I'm talking about, okay, let's say you live somewhere and all of a sudden somebody starts a wildfire. Now you got to get the fuck out.
Or like you have a power outage for a long time, or
and make food to pack. No, you're going to grab your kids and leave with nothing. With everybody else that's trying to get the fuck out there. I think everybody should have some extra, have some extra water on hand and get some MREs, or even those Patriot meals. They're made in the US. Buy those. I don't know. But you can buy ready-made stuff. Go to Walmart and buy some goddamn canned food if you need to.
Yeah.
Just go to the cheapest canned food you could buy and buy like the ones that are like 10 for 10. Buy 10 of each one. Just do that. Get some vegetables, some kind of meat source. That's all you need. You'll be fine.
You can also buy MRE at Walmart.
See? Thank you, Cadence. Yes. Yes, they do not taste necessarily good. Better than they used to. I'm going to tell you that. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely better than starving to death. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like having an emergency blanket. Like in my truck in the winter, I keep a blanket and my work coveralls and 2 heavy-ass jackets and my insulated thick-ass work boots and some gloves and battery jumper cables, and it's just shit you should have. It's just common fucking sense. Really. You see, Ox? The funny thing about that is I can do that. Everybody picking on people growing up on farm. Let me tell you something right now, my friends. We know some shit, and I can fucking survive. I'm like Hank Williams Jr. in that song, Country Boy Can't Survive. Damn straight. Or damn not straight. Yeah, Mage, absolutely. You can buy them cheap, and you can eat them straight up without heating them if necessary. Everything's already cooked to death in all of those canned soups. But no, yeah, I've done it. I've been almost starving before and went down to Big Lots where I could get the big cans of chunky soup for $1, and I would eat 5 of those through the week, and that's how I survived. So yeah, they're not too bad. Get the shits after a while, but it's okay too.
Well, hey y'all, I am being called away, so I'm gonna hop off here and make room for somebody else. But it's good to be back on streams and hanging out.
Bye, Kyle.
Right.
Bye,
Bye,
Kyle.
everyone.
Love you, brother. Peace
Love
out,
you.
buddy. Commander, if you want to go right now over to my brother's channel, he's right now talking about this stuff. Go check it out. Subscribe to him. He does 2 streams a week, and he talks about translating the Bible and how he reads it, and he is literally rewriting it. And it's absolutely not the same, and it's actually pretty interesting. Even if you're not into the Christian and religious thing like I am, I'm not. But I find it interesting because it's not what I've been hearing from Christians all my life. It's absolutely nothing like that. So, yes, Ox, absolutely. You should also make sure you have some other form of communications with people. I would suggest, and I have one, I would suggest everybody gets a CB and install it in your vehicle. It's really easy to do. All you need to do is buy the antenna, the CB with the mic, and a little speaker so you can hear everybody. That's it. You can get it all for about $100. Yeah. And if you're willing, you can get it for $50 local to communicate with people locally. You can also get like a $200 set that has all those things with it, and get somebody to on the back, behind the FDA's back, or not the FDA. The what am I looking for?
FCC.
Thank you. The FCC's back. You have somebody pump it up into a ham radio, and you can reach out like hundreds of miles. So, but with a regular CB pumped up, you can reach out about 40 miles. And that's going to be where we're going to be back to that with communication. So I think that everybody should buy that one. Commander 401, my brother's channel. Here you go. Hold on. Let me make it real easy.
Demolish Doctrine.
I'm just going to give him a link right to it. Hold on. Streaming, so my it goes slower. And this is the stream he's doing right now. I'll just give you a link to it.
Yeah, I find it interesting to think about how society will react to a communications breakdown of the magnitude that would have to be the case. Like if we lost the internet, if we lost television networks, if we lost radio, like, I mean, be very, very weird.
I love you guys. I have 2 mobile CB setups, also portable vintage radios capable of receiving CB. Excellent. Aux shortwave CB, even small handheld walkie-talkies. Yeah, you can actually, the smaller ones you can get these days, they'll reach out like 10, 15 miles, depending on like where Ben and I live. We can reach out probably 20 miles. People in the mountains will get like 8 to 10 off of it. Just because, you get mountains in the way. So that happens. There you go. Yeah, no, that'll be good. You're right. You're right, Ox. That'll probably extend our double the range with that constant cloud cover we're going to have. It will affect it. So yeah, I agree. Yep. Huh. A stocking with charcoal and sand and a 2-quart soda bottle makes a good water filter. Just boil the water after filtering. Get the chunks out, right? I like it. I think I would probably expand that into a bigger version, like in a colander or something. Put the stocking in the colander and the charcoal and sand and everything in the colander, and then pour it through there so you can do more at once. But for a 1-person usage, that's great. Perps, what's up?
Perps.
Did we just lose Kitty, or did she leave and I didn't hear a damn thing because I wasn't paying attention? I've been rambling.
I'm uncertain she didn't say anything.
I don't think she said anything.
Okay, she must got kicked then. All right, you guys carry on for a minute. I have to go see a man about a horse.
No, I refuse.
A horse.
Okay. I'm buying my little brother a Christmas present on Steam.
Nice.
Exciting.
There's a part of me that wants to just buy the trucking game because it's like next to nothing right now on Steam sale. But I want to make sure that B's computer is capable of handling it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what his specs are, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, for B.
Yeah, just like as a gift.
Yeah.
Like because it's so cheap. Like why not?
Yeah, Ollie. I know she left when Kyle left, but I don't remember her saying anything.
How is Euro Truck Simulator? Is that one any good?
Euro Truck Simulator is. I have it. I have all the expansions for that as well. I prefer driving in the United States, mainly because so they condensed all the roads just like they did here, but there are tolls everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And having to stop. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that they didn't. When you condense all the roads down and then you don't like eliminate some of the toll barriers.
Yeah.
Like they become every 5 minutes of driving, you're stopping to pay a toll. And it feels awful. Like to me personally. So like I just got up to speed. Like now I have to stop and then get back up and then stop. So it's beautiful. It's a great game, but it's also it's more of a chore.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get the American one for now.
You don't have to stop if you're not a little bitch.
No, you do kind of because you'll crash if you.
Yeah, exactly my point. Fast. You don't have to stop unless you're a little bitch.
All right, we can test that theory next time I Twitch stream that game.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. We got specs. Didn't know we were being listened to.
Beck is always listening.
All right.
Yeah.
Like spoiling my
for
Christmas
wireless.
Present. What graphics card are you using?
Oh,
I'll help you with that. Type in the search bar. Just type DXDIAG.
Oh my god.
And hit enter.
They have a forest machinery DLC.
Try again.
Here, I'll type it in chat if you don't. Just type that in the search bar of Windows 10 and hit enter.
Yeah, that's what I put in. Oh, hold on. I don't know what just happened. Something popped up.
Yeah.
And I don't mean in a good way. Hold on.
Click on display one out of that when it's done. And it'll tell you the name of your graphics card.
Display adapters. Hold on. Let me do this. They just updated my
I'm buying so many games.
If my drivers are digitally signed, what the fuck does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Do I want to know that?
It doesn't. Yeah. Windows wants to know that.
Fucking
I'm buying so many games now that they're like 75% off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the Steam winter sale. Yeah. This is always the best time of year to do that.
Yeah. No, I'm buying so many games right now. If it'll work, if it'll load.
If
it's gonna load.
UHD graphics 620.
Okay.
Is that all you need to know?
620?
He's like, yeah, you're fucked.
No, I'm just trying to find out what the hell that is. It's an Intel graphics chip.
Intel R UHD Graphics 620.
All right.
Just a basic graphics card in a fucking laptop. That's it. Don't everybody talk at once now. God damn. Everybody calm down.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find out whether or not that trucking sim will work in a way that's like okay on that graphics card.
Yeah.
But
I'm actually thinking about upgrading to a desktop anyways, but I'm working on that.
That'd be a great idea at some point. But
yeah. I'm going to. Good, Commander. He actually has good conversations, and if you want to go over and listen to them and talk to them right now, and you can interact with them in the chat and they'll answer your questions and everything, then you won't hurt my feelings, because it is quite interesting, honestly. And we're just bullshitting about computers, so I don't know shit about computers, Junie. I know this much. I know just enough to fucking get through it.
I know just enough to have built my computer and still not know what I'm doing.
Hey, that's pretty good. A lot of people can't build.
I put my computer I bought and put together my computer all by myself.
Well, it's not really hard these days. It's all plug and play. It's not like you have to solder fucking boards together and shit like it used to be. Like back when my brother played with that shit, I was like, "Damn, bro!" Now I'm like, "Oh yeah, anybody can do it." Like it literally plug this into this.
Yeah.
And every adapter is only made a certain way, and it's like a universal spec, so you can't really fuck it up. The
hardest part about it is really connecting your case to the motherboard, so that all the buttons work.
Yeah, right. Yes, Mage. That's me. I know enough to know I know nothing. Yeah, I agree. Peace. That is pretty much me. I need to take some Tylenol or something. Fuck. Oh, Kitty's back.
Sorry, my mom FaceTimed me. So the issue before, we got it resolved. My sister got to Best Buy, even though their shelves were barren. This employee turned the store upside down and found the last one that they had. So crisis averted, Christmas is saved. All is good.
That's wonderful. I forgot what you were looking for.
Well, no, it's before you popped in the backstage. My son asked for one specific thing for Christmas. Got one, went to charge it, realized that it was broken, and so glad we found out before Christmas where there was still time to make it right.
That's fantastic that it got fixed. Yeah.
Yes, so crisis averted.
That reminds me that I actually have to go tomorrow and do Christmas for the dog. She will notice if she doesn't have any presents. And then she'll be very sad about it. Yeah, that is kind of a Christmas miracle there, Purple.
I'd say what it is that he's sitting in the room with me. Let's just say it's
oh, nice. Very cool.
But a kid-proof one. So like drop-proof, dust-proof, like waterproof. So yeah, it's a a kid's gonna play with it and it's not gonna break kind of thing.
I wish I could find. I know my kid has one of those from a while back, and I wish I could find it. It's gone missing. I'd like to go and see like all of the pictures he took with it when he was like 3 or 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But it was nice to have a kid-proof camera. It's somewhere in the house.
My son takes tons of pictures and videos on his iPad, like all the time. So.
Yeah, he does the same thing with his little his. It's not an iPad, but we call it that.
The little tablet.
Yeah. So yeah, he takes pictures with it, but it's I think the camera is a nicer, kind of a nicer thing because I can grab the memory card out of it real easy and copy
save
the pictures
everything.
off and save them. And I'll have to find it. It's probably buried in a box from when we moved, and I just haven't found it yet.
Yeah, like once you move, you like never fully unpack, I don't think. There's always going to be at least one box that never gets touched.
But
then you never want to get rid of it either. Because you're like, I don't know, I might need something in there. I haven't touched it in 10 years, but it doesn't matter. I might need it someday.
Right. At some point, I should go through those boxes so that I don't. So we've just left a bunch in the garage, and some of them I should really go through. Sure, I have things out there that I mean, just stamps by the, like I probably have a box that has all my old kitchen like junk drawer stuff, and I probably have like books of stamps going back years. Just it's going to be little things like that I find that are going to make me happy.
Yeah, I know I've got like a bunch of like DVDs and stuff, box stuff out in the garage from when I left my ex-husband. Like there's boxes of stuff out there that I haven't been strong enough, like emotionally, to go through, because a lot of bad memories. But like I think I'm getting to the point now where I can do it. I don't have the energy to do it.
Hi, Purple.
Hello.
Hey, Purple. How's it going, girly?
Okay.
I felt so much like shit last night that I stayed over at Heather's and I didn't come home to do my tee shot, so I'm a day behind. But it's okay. I really was. I was in a lot of pain. I didn't want to drive home, and I had to take some stuff for the pain. And then I was all like, I was like drinking, and I had edibles on board, and I took I had part of an oxy, and I was like, I'm not driving anywhere right now.
Good call.
I'll have to do my shot tonight too.
I just got mine ready. Are you ready? We'll do them together.
I don't have my stuff ready right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to do mine in a minute here. Yeah, you know what my mom used to say, Ollie? If it's not a seasonal item like a Christmas thing or something, and you haven't opened it in over a year, you probably don't need it. You should just sell it. Unless, of course, it's a collectible memorabilia family thing, of course. But yeah, if it's just stuff, and my mom was a hoarder, so it was a lot for her to give up stuff. Give that away. We don't need it. Yeah. No, she wasn't like a hoarder like you see on TV, but we were just poor people. You don't let anything go when you're poor because you never know how you can use that for something else. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You throw out, like, let's say you have an old stroller and you throw it out and then you're like, damn, the bolts on that stroller would have fit this piece of machinery. Like, literally, we would keep everything because you never knew how you could use it again, Get down, son.
Yeah, that's the way I was too. I did not look at objects. I looked at them as collections of materials for future projects.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I keep all kinds of, like, if there's a piece of wood and it's longer than this, I'll keep it. People are like, that's like an 8-inch board. And I'm like, yeah. You ever had to make braces or anything?
Are you
cut
okay,
one of those
Ben?
at an angle, you got 2 braces. You can do all kinds of things with it.
Why is Ben looking kind of spacey?
He's doing other things at the same time.
I'm trying to fix Steam's being dumb with my recent purchase, and I'm trying to fix it. So
okay.
Guys, where's my icon?
I'll be back in a sec. I gotta go get a Band-Aid, sharp scissors, and I just sliced my finger open. So, be right back.
It's okay. I've stuck a needle in a fucking vein before, or artery, whatever it was. So, things happen. I just didn't want to drop my pants on camera, so.
It's like being stupid with Truck Simulator, and I'm frustrated.
Ben, I'm doing such a good job now, I'm not sure which one I stuck it in last time. I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's this side. Go on this side. Switch legs. Yeah, I mean, before I had like bruises and shit. It was all I could always see where I've been, but now that I'm better at it, it's hard for me to find it.
I've been having that problem too. I can't tell which one I used last.
Well, you could always do this. What I know somebody that this way they do it, right? Since they're right-handed, they consider that the first one. So that's like the even number, and then the left is the odd. So when he does testosterone, well, I don't know him personally. I saw him on TikTok.
But the
so he does
first one would be the
testosterone
odd
gel. So for like let's say the first day of the month, right? Left is 2. So you just keep it same. Whatever day it is, if it's an even number, it goes in one arm. If it's odd, it goes in the other. So just do the same thing with your legs. Just designate one as even and one as odd. And every day that it's an even day, do it in that one. Oh, that's right. But you're not doing it every day. You're doing it once a week, once a month.
Yeah, I'm only doing once a week now. So
Once
it
a
probably
week.
doesn't even really matter.
Well, you can still count out like you've got 4 injections a month. You can still do the even odd with each. Number 1 is this leg.
Yeah.
Number 2, number 3, number 4. I don't know. I was trying to think of some way to help you. I have to like sit there and picture myself doing it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, I'm always odd.
Yeah, well, welcome to my world.
Hey, it worked.
You got it?
I can
Your
now do
brother's
the
thing?
truck games. Oh no, this is the truck game for me.
Oh, for you.
Yeah. It's $5. I'm gonna buy the truck game.
Well, yeah, I don't blame you.
I should check if they got any games I want. I've been wanting to get Access and Allies so I could play with my brother over the computer. See if they finally put it on sale.
I know that thing that sounds.
You know the thing that scientists do? A hippopotamus. I don't think that's the right word. Scientists come up with what? A hypothesis. That's right.
I love a hypothesis.
You love a hypothesis? You say hi?
How old is he now?
7.
And he's saying stuff like hypothesis?
Yeah, well, he'll be 8 in April, and he's on the spectrum, so his language is a little bit behind, as is his more abstract thinking. So
Yeah,
if I ask him why he did something, he can't answer me.
Okay.
But we're working on that.
All right. Little steps,
What's that word so hard to say?
Why is that word so hard to say? Well, because it's a big word. It'll get you a lot of points on a Scrabble board.
Woo! No one bites the dust. Okay, well, yeah, Commander, he does it Monday and Wednesday, same time I do. He just starts at 8:30 Eastern instead of 8:45.
Yeah, why does he pick the same time?
I don't know. I
Like
think
the
it's the only
exact same-
time where the other people he talks to aren't streaming. Because he talks to a bunch of Christians and Buddhists and Muslims and, I mean, name it. He talks to them. So he'll talk to anybody if you just want to have a civil conversation and discuss it. Could somebody get rid of Vilma Brukel for me? Thank you.
Yeah, I got them.
My hands are full right now.
Yep.
I don't have the main stream up.
Yeah, and, I mean the whole chat is filled with mods, so we got.
I was gonna say, I think everybody in there's a mod. Anyway.
Everyone in the chat's a mod right now. So.
Everybody except for Junie. Fix this, B.
Yeah, why is
Junie isn't?
No, Junie.
I don't think I'm a mod either, but I'm not in the side chat.
Ben, mod Junie then.
I can't
Junie does not
mod
have a
anybody because I'm not.
Oh,
I'm not on your YouTube.
You're on my tubes.
Well, I'm there, but I don't have access to your YouTube account.
Yeah, because it's just a StreamYard thing.
Yeah,
I get it. I got it. Son, I hear you, but I don't know what you want me to do for you. What? What's going on? Well, JR isn't either. I don't mod everybody. Well, kind of everybody. Okay, I'll be right back.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
All the cats.
We can all make meowing noises.
Aside from English, cat is the language I'm most fluent in.
What about dinosaur?
Can we make dinosaur
It's hard
noises?
to tell. I haven't found anybody to converse in dinosaur in a long time.
Fair.
B, you're muted. Like I watched your mouth move and I heard no sound.
He might still be talking to the cat.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. He's still talking to the cat. There's the cat.
I often talk to the kitties. I'm likely to get much more intelligent conversation from them than most of my neighbors.
We need Randolph in the chat to do the cat alert thing.
Why is Randolph the only one who's got a cat scan?
He always goes in the side chat and puts the cat alert, cat alert, cat alert. Yeah. I don't know if anyone else does that.
No, it's a Randolph thing.
Okay.
There I am. It made me like log back into StreamYards. It's like my settings were gone or something. Fuck, that
It was like,
about.
no,
That's
you may
weird.
not.
Yeah, I just popped in
It
as like a
wanted
gray.
me to
I was
take
like,
over your channel is what it wanted.
You know what?
It
Fuck
was
it.
stating it too.
Whoever it is, fuck it.
The bots.
It is
Hi,
the AI
JR,
version
nice
of
to see
they.
you.
Be careful when we end up, with Skynet and our robot overlords. They might not take too kindly to that.
Yeah, Junie, that's right. You're under the different account. See, it wasn't my fault. Love you too. Ha. Junie's other account is. Yeah. It's not my fault for a change.
Man, that really hurt though. Like, those fucking scissors were sharp.
I bet.
Like, it's still like throbbing.
I know everybody teases me about this, but after you guys give yourself injections, if it's viscous like testosterone, rub it out. And I'm not talking about your genitalia. I'm saying like
that will never not be a phrasing.
It actually helps a lot. The Dr.
Yeah, we need an
Rankin was telling
Archer
me
meme up in here.
They make those little roller things you can like roll out a muscle with that you can.
Oh, yeah.
She said just use one of those when you give yourself an injection. Just roll it back and forth for like 3 to 5 minutes. And I said, yeah, I'm not buying that. I can use the palm of my hand. That's like $10 I just saved, or 20. So
Yeah, but they make these ones that they're meant for like not makeup, but for your face, and like you keep them like in the fridge or the freezer, so like you can roll it under your eyes to like reduce puffiness and dark
for
circles.
like 10 minutes, and then it'll come back later. I don't know. Just depends.
Even still, like I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
having
you're
one
talking
that you
about
can
the
get nice and
morning-
cold, that might feel
Yeah.
nice.
You mean like the morning puffiness thing? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
We used to just like leave the house. We didn't really care. Me and my brothers, we didn't really care. You're a double mod. That's right. Double O
Heck
mod.
yeah.
Junie. Double O mod.
I can get Arizona for Truck Simulator.
Can
Yep.
you?
You can get
Yeah.
a lot of states.
That's cool.
You can get a lot of states.
So what do you think,
What was
Bolt? Can I
driving through-
play it on this computer or am I screwed?
I mean, I'm gonna have you try the demo.
You can even play it on Mac, which is impressive.
If you try the demo and it works really well, then you let me know.
All right, cool. I can
We'll
dig
make
it.
you a gamer yet, my man.
Yeah, you just gotta find the right game for you. The game where there's not really any competition and you're just driving a truck.
I just like to play games. Right. I don't want to fight.
No,
with
this is chill as
people.
hell.
I just
This
like
is-
to
it's
fucking
super
hang
chill.
out and what's
Yeah,
it
this
called?
is just
it
driving
just called
trucks.
Simulator?
American Truck Simulator.
American. I should have known.
Because there's also European Truck Simulator.
Oh yeah.
Made by the same company.
Yeah. But we were just talking about that. The European one has you stop at tolls a lot.
Polls?
It's like tolls, like to on the highway, and you're just like every 5 minutes you're having to stop and then speed up back up to get it back up to speed again, and it's just
Found it.
like in real life, those are probably 20 miles, 30 miles apart minimum.
Oh, so you have to buy the simulator and then add on everything.
If you want all the states.
Arizona's free to play.
But this comes with California and Nevada.
Okay.
Trying to find where it you can try
Final Fantasy is fun too. Grey Wolf.
Simulator demo.
Yeah, there's the demo. Download that. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes.
Okay.
Final Fantasy X, playing that, or not so much playing it, but that's what got me over, not feeling upset if something gets spoiled for me. Because now, my first playthrough of that game, I logged 100 hours plus in that game. But when I was only 10 hours in, I had the ending ruined for me when I mentioned to a friend in school, that I was playing it. And from that moment on, if I get spoilers, whatever. It doesn't bother me anymore. I try to avoid them, but I don't get really upset, either.
Tony Stark dies.
I already knew that. Other than Spider-Man and Eternals, I'm caught up on the entire MCU.
The Titanic, it sinks.
Jesus dies at the end of he dies at the end of the movie.
Right.
Passion of the Christ. That was the one. I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio dies at the end of Departed.
Cadence. Final Fantasy X is my favorite. I don't know if it's because it was my first Final Fantasy or not, but then I haven't actually played 7. I did really enjoy 8. However, the copy of it that I had, it was a 4-disc thing, so then when you got to the boss fight at the end of the first disc, you'd do the boss fight, and then it would do a cutscene, and then you'd be prompted to switch discs. It would freeze at the cutscene, so I had to keep defeating this boss, and it would freeze. I had to get another copy of the game in order, and then replay all of it to fix the issue, because it was just one spot was damaged or something on the disc, and it wouldn't let me go to the next disc without it finishing that cutscene first. And I was like, motherfucker.
They have New Mexico.
Do they?
They have New Mexico. It's $3.50, something like that.
Cool. Yeah, no, Mage. Commander. That's what I was gonna say. No, it was Mage that said it earlier. It does suck having to buy different parts of the game, but in this case, the main game's on sale for $5, and the additions are $4.
Yeah, so it's not bad right now.
You could buy get the free sections and then buy 4 more with the game and pay less than what you would for a normal game. That's $25 right there. So
I'll tell you the reason why I'm okay with it with these people. It's that they're not a major publisher backed game. They're doing this themselves. So if they're doing it themselves, I don't know. I have a lot of respect for that. They need to keep funding the development. So I'm going to keep buying their map expansions so that they can keep making map expansions so that I can eventually drive across the whole country.
See, that'd
easy
be fun.
for you to say, man.
Oh,
drive across the whole country.
Yeah,
that wasn't that easy, apparently. But yeah, it's fun. Yeah, and I think you were in my stream when you were asking me how big the map was, Ben.
Yeah, I was.
And
yeah.
it was like I've been driving for a while. Like you can go if you do one of the longest routes in the game, it can take quite a while to get from place to place because it's 1/20th scale.
Okay.
Right.
Of the
So for
US.
every 1 minute, it's 20 minutes.
Well, for every 1 mile, it's
1 mile. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For every 1 mile you drive in the game, you're going about 20, and that scale changes depending on where you are. So if you're in a big city that covers a whole lot of the map, like if I'm in Seattle, driving through Seattle, the amount of distance I travel getting through it doesn't magically go like as fast as somewhere else. If you're going slower, driving slower, your distance obviously, but the distance and the time simulation, they did a really good job with this. Like the time simulation changes when you're driving slow. So like they compress time when you're hauling butt down the highway, but when you're in a city driving around slow, time doesn't compress as much.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That's awesome.
So like you can just be parked
kind of
somewhere.
game. This is B's kind of game right here.
Yeah, time turns into real time when you're just sitting there parked.
JR, you can also say it like this, which is Lakota for wishes of peace and happiness and well-being, and it's Yeehaw Noha. And Ox taught me how to say that. I remembered, Ox. Yeehaw Noha. And so, yeah, that means like good wishes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I like it. I think we should start saying it at the end of every stream, Ben.
Yeah.
It means the same thing I say to everybody. I want to say my thing, and I'm right at the end. Everybody can say Yeehaw Noha. So, yeah. I think it's great. Yes, Ox, I love you too, buddy. I think it's awesome. People need to be, we need all of our edges rounded off with more culture in this fucking world, so. And I'm not talking about race, I'm talking about culture. Give a fuck about race. We're all the human race. I think racist is horrible. I think it should be called anti-ethnicist. Or something meaning I'm against anybody that's not my color, but ethnicity, it's not about we're all the human race. I don't like the fact that they call it racist. Because you're literally separating those people out. It's a anti-cultural, I don't know, something like that.
Well, race is a construct anyway.
Yeah, I call them anti-ethnicists because they're against any other ethnicity besides their own. It's the best way I can think of to say it and have it make sense, but I know it's not a real word.
It's uncharacteristic of me, but I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm trying to not fall asleep in this chair.
Catnip, yes, you're not allowed to sleep. You never sleep.
You know?
Hey,
I said it was uncharacteristic of me.
It is. No, why don't you go to bed? Go to sleep.
I will.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Richard.
If I decide I can't, I'll come back.
It is othering. They just want to use all these terms that are just divisive, you know? Divide. I call them idiots.
Night,
Thank you, Cadence. Love you. Love you, Catnip. Have a good night, sweetheart.
Bye, Catnip.
And yes, Jay. Yes.
Now Stina's mad at me for trying to purchase too much in a short amount of time. That's rude.
That's really
me trying
rude.
to download that is taking too much bandwidth right now. It's making me glitchy.
Well, I'm just trying to buy the pack.
I'm just gonna wait. Hold, I'll do it in a little while.
Oh yeah, no worries.
I'm not downloading it. I'm just trying to buy the packs because like if they're like $4, like I'm gonna get that the Pacific Northwest bundle for like $10.
I mean, from what I've seen, most games range between $50 and $75. Would you guys agree with that?
It depends on the game. AAA titles, yeah.
I mean,
a lot of indie titles are cheaper.
$60.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Oh, like Flight Simulator is like $60.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
But,
So
yeah,
if you compare it like that, you can get the main game and at least 10 or 11 other ones for that amount. So you can almost have everything anyways that they already have out. So for the, so it's not like you're really spending. My point is, you're not spending money. Like I know a lot of them, you'll spend like $60 and then the next pack is 20 or 30 and the next pack is 15 or 20. It's not like that. It's a way
like
more
The
forward.
Sims. The Sims does that, and it's so frustrating.
I think World of Warcraft is the worst though, because you would
yeah.
pay for the game, pay for the expansion, and pay $15 a month for the privilege of playing the game.
Yeah, that's why I stopped playing WoW, because it was just so expensive. Like I played for the free trial, and that was it.
Like I at least Elder Scrolls is at least good in that.
Yeah.
If you buy the expansions, then you don't have to pay anything to play them.
Yeah.
But
play
or
ESO
you can
too.
pay $15 a month and get access to all the expansions without having to pay for them.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you prefer.
Yeah, I love that. I play ESO as well. It's a fun game.
It's what? What's the game?
Elder Scrolls
Online.
It's a fun
Elder
game.
Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is fucking badass.
I love it.
And I actually knew somebody that had, I think it was the first one or something, and I got to play with it for a little bit, and I was like, dude, that's a fucking cool ass game. So, yeah. Except every time I get to a monster, I usually die, but I can try again.
Oh, Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic is great too. Ox.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my nephew has been playing that since that I know of since 7 years now. Yeah, 7 years now. I'm assuming he's still playing it. He's going to college for learning how to make the games. Like, program everything. He's really into that shit.
I'm just excited to see you play this truck game because, like, it's right up your alley with the type of games that you would actually want to play. Like, it's
the next one we get on should be Power Wash Simulator, I think.
Power Wash. Heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
It depends on if that's the satisfaction of power washing something is something that would thrill.
I won't do that on a simulator. I've done that in real life. I'll just go to my brother and say, "Can I borrow your pressure washer? Because I'd like to spray something," and I would just do it.
Yeah, I don't know that everybody's gonna have a different experience with that game. Like, if that's a satisfying thing for you that you'd really, if it tickles that part of your mind that needs that kind of thing, then that's absolutely good. It doesn't do it for me. I'll still try it.
Ollie.
Yeah, that game is Star Wars The Old Republic is fun too. That's what SWTOR is. I love it. Love that game.
2 months before launch. Nice, Ollie. You won on that one, buddy. I have the 37th strongest Sith warrior on my server. Damn, Ox.
That's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, considering most of them are like thousands away from that. That's pretty fucking impressive, too. There you go. Oh, try that again.
Yeah, we could. I haven't played in a while though. I used to play. I played a few years ago, and then I can really only put my energy towards one game at a time. So I have to swap them out.
So now it's truck driving.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I also have. What else I got? Well, I have a few games that I can't really play on this computer because this is a Mac, but on my home computer, I've got. I still have Goat Simulator and Dude Simulator.
Nice.
I streamed a Goat Simulator a couple times, and it was just weird. That's a weird game. Have you played it? Well,
I have not played it for a good reason.
Because it's weird.
Because it's really weird.
It's basically if Stool was a game.
Yeah, that that might be the most accurate description of that
Yeah.
game ever. There's also Deer Simulator. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, I have not seen Deer Simulator.
Yeah, that's probably even more if Stool was a game than Goat Simulator.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Like there gets a point in Deer Simulator where you're going to like alternate dimensions and then fighting deer gods.
I do know there's a part in Goat Simulator where you go up the tower, and you find like the goat. You become the goat queen. Like you go inside the. It's just like a play castle, like for pets. But you go up the stairs and inside, and there's like an actual castle. And if you sit on the throne, like all the goats will like bow to you, and then you become the queen of the goats. And then you click a button, and goats will just like fall out of the sky. Like these goat minions will just fall out of the sky, and they just flop around, and you can go and like grab them and throw them like at people. Like it's weird.
Dude, I have to say really quick, total segue, Ben. You ever get like a gut feeling about something? Like you just kind of like you think about and you get like this feeling about it. So I think right now she's talking to them and that she's very nervous because I swear to God I can feel that shit.
Huh.
It just hit me out of nowhere like 4 minutes ago it started, and now I just feel like I'm tense for no fucking reason.
Make a note of the time and ask her about it.
Yeah, do it. It's a good idea.
Let's test your theory.
We'll do it a little bit before 8 because it started, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes ago now. Okay. Because I looked a little while ago and I thought, should I remember that? And then I waited, but play a simulator called Rebound, in which you play a used bookstore owner dusting off books and rebinding them while listening to jazz. Oh, are you shitting me?
Wow, that sounds
dude,
relaxing.
Let me write that down. That sounds like so much fun. Hold on. Pen. Oh, I lost my favorite
something
pen.
like Harvest Moon or like Stardew Valley might be a good one too.
Yeah.
Harvest Moon?
Yeah, it's basically like...
Are any of them on mobile? Because I'm not always on my computer unless I'm on YouTube.
No, not those ones. Like, because like Stardew Valley is basically similar to like Harvest Moon or Rune Factory, where, you know, you're part of a town and you like, you know, rebuild buildings and you can like grow crops and you can like crossbreed different crops to get different things. It's a lot of fun.
I get bored with those in like a month. My ADD won't let me do it. I like playing them, and then once I build it up a little bit, I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I'll let it sit there, and then I just delete the game. So that's why I usually get free games, because I'm afraid I'm going to hate them.
Why is Power Wash Simulator like $17?
It just came out.
Jesus
okay.
Christ, that's ridiculous. Dude.
Actually, I think it might still be in early access.
Oh, okay.
So it's under active development, and it's very recently out in early access. So the newer a game is, the less they're going to discount it, if they discount it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not discounting it.
But Steam's amazing for that. If you wait long enough.
Yeah.
Plus, MatPat did do a video on it, and that, you know, drew attention to it, so they're less likely to discount it when it's getting, you know, looked at because of a popular YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of YouTubers were streaming it.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't think this is my kind of game, though.
Yeah, Am I blinking still?
I think you're good.
I think you're good.
Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it's sucking because I'm on Wi-Fi. I need to. That's one of the reasons I want to. I got that USB hub and everything, because I'm gonna run my my internet right over to my laptop from my modem or router rather. Oh, Junie. Because you were hoping? So they said, I don't know why I saw kidney found on the top. No, it's fun still. We haven't got that far yet. We're working on it though. Good thing is we have an early jump on it, so yeah, we're ahead of the game.
I bought a bag of kidney beans. I'm going to try to grow one.
Yes.
Ah, great idea.
Yes.
Yeah, Junie, my ex's niece is really into VR games and get like one of those headsets that come with like the basic games. And so she's been buying more since then. That's been, oh my God, like that was like 3 years ago when she got it. So she's really into that, into the VR thing. I played like the first one it came out with where you were like in a store and you could like ring people up or whatever. But it was more fun to just go around the store and like pick up shit and throw it. And
I want Beat Saber. Like I want a VR headset just for Beat Saber.
That'd be yeah.
Like Dance Dance Revolution, but with lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a DDR kid in high school.
I was a DDR kid as well.
Richard, do you want to come in?
Speed Over Beethoven was my favorite fucking song to do, man. Oh, it's so good.
Why do people want virtual reality games? Isn't the point of games to escape from reality for a while?
Yeah, but it's a different reality. That's the
Right,
point.
You can make it
experience
whatever
a completely
you want.
different reality.
Yeah, that's the point. You can make it any reality you want.
I thought drugs were for experiencing a different reality.
I mean, that too, but VR games have less long-term health side effects than, doing copious amounts of psychotropics, and hallucinogenic.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
Yeah, brother, I bet you are with all that work you're doing over there. He's like, he's stripped down a bathroom and he's renovating the entire thing from the floor up. Including, he's having to put in fucking double layer plywood because of the size of tile they got and the thickness of it. So he had to like cut down the joists and rebuild the whole floor and redo all the fucking water and drainage. And now he's going to put in a new toilet, a new sink, and he's going to tile up he's got to build a half wall for the side of the shower. And yeah, no, you're busy. I bet you are tired.
See, Richard, we would be happier to see you if you didn't stream at the same times as him.
Yeah, dude, I could come over and see you if you weren't streaming at the same time. What the hell's up with that? What's wrong with Tuesdays and Thursdays? Anyways, yeah. Do miss seeing you, though. I mean, I get to see him over here. He is right next door, but I mean...
What the hell? Why'd this stop?
It's not the same though, Mage. The what we had for the lack of technology we had back then. The reason they tell you that is because there was no brightness adjustment to it, and it was like really harsh on your eyes. And back then everything flickered at such a slow rate it would fuck with your eyes. So, but you're right. Now we strap them to our faces. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about space and stuff, Richard, and I kind of brushed over the whole thing with the K2 Pan-Star with the C that I can't remember. If you can remind me of that, see what that is. The K2 Pan-Star is going to pierce our solar system twice. And how fun that's going to be if something goes wrong. So, yeah. Yeah, you guys should definitely have a conversation about that sometime. So Richard starts at 8:30 Eastern on Wednesday and talks about stuff. And if you come in and want to talk about the other stuff after that, after he goes through his reading that he's doing, see 2017. Oh, I was right. Ha ha. There you go, guys. C 2017 K2 Panstar. Look that up. It's fun. That's funny though, mate. You're cracking me up with that shit. So what's new with you, Bolt? I didn't really get to talk to you earlier.
I mean,
anything going on? Did you have a nice trip?
I had a decent trip. So far I've tested negative for coronavirus.
Well, that's good.
I mean, you go to Texas, you take your chances.
I mean, really?
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else saw it. I did post a picture to Twitter. I was staying in the Hilton where they do Faithless Forum. And I was just randomly riding one of the elevators up to my room. And I happened to look up on the ceiling. There's a sticker, Neil, the 604 Atheist sticker is just big one, just like stuck up on the ceiling.
Gee, I wonder who stuck that up there.
Yeah, so I took
Neil
a picture of it.
Or Arn Ra.
No, it wasn't Arn and it wasn't Neil. He says it was Holy Kool-Aid and someone else.
What did they do? Get a ladder? Nobody else can reach that high.
No, they just lifted him up. It was two guys.
That's great.
I was just like,
great.
Obviously, no one's noticed it yet because it hasn't been pulled off the ceiling.
Oh shit!
I was like, what? Whoa! So yeah, that was hilarious.
It's fucking great, man. That's great.
Like, I think that I mean, technically it's vandalism, but if you're just putting a sticker up, like, it's really easy to peel off a sticker. So, like, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. Right. You know, you want to put up a sticker, do you? You know.
I think the other one involved was rationality rules. So, two of them. But yeah, I thought it was funny to see that just sitting there.
That's not true, Richard. I actually am interested in your stuff. I find it way more interesting than anything else I've heard about anything biblical. Honestly, right now I'm just busy as fuck. Just got a lot going on right now. Between streaming, me and Ben streaming, and then whatever we do on the weekends at D&D and spend time with my girlfriend, and then basically the only 2 nights a week I really have to breathe are Tuesdays and Thursday nights. So that's the truth. Well, thank you for whoever just donated or became a member. Or maybe both. Whoever it was, thank you very much.
Hey, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Every little bit counts. $20. Thank you. It's a big donation.
That's awesome.
And you know, I'm always shilling Diana's stuff. So of course, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, if you guys cannot donate or have already donated, spread out the link, you know, explain to people what's going on with her, and that we only have so much time to get all this going to keep her as healthy as we can. So, yeah, definitely do that. Chill it out for me, guys. Much appreciated. Kitty, did you show everybody what you're working on now? Your little Christmas trees?
Oh, so basically, I have this special batting that it looks like normal cotton batting, but as soon as you apply heat to it, it actually shrinks by up to 30% and gets hard. So, like, this is driving me crazy having to top stitch, because normally I would iron these seams nice and flat before doing the top stitching around. I can't do that, or I won't be able to quilt it and then assemble it. So I have to, like, hold off, and it's driving me mad. But so you basically take, and where did I put my? So here's what the finished one will look like. Mine will be a little different because obviously I'll be using different fabrics, but it's like a little tree that will stand up. And then I've got the tree skirt already assembled. I still need to put the backing and batting and everything, but like the actual front part's already done.
Nice.
I love this shiny fabric so much.
There you go, guys. That's
So yeah, right now I have 5 trees that I have to top stitch all the way around, and then I have to free motion quilt them. Then I have to stack them all and then sew straight down the middle, and then I can iron them. So
right.
We'll get there.
Pretty cool though.
That project looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, Mage, I've gotten some guys like Neil and I think Atheist Edge might have shared it out for me. I put it in there. Yeah, of Draco. Right, Richard. Head and hands of Draco. Yeah, so I've got a few channels to show it out a little bit, but yeah. I mean, you can look at it like this. We're 1/6 of the way there. We just need 6 times as much as what we have. And some volunteers to help her in the first month or two till she gets to the point where she can walk around and do stuff on her own and cook again, and then we are golden. So we're
1/6 of the way is pretty phenomenal, though.
I think it is. Yeah. In a month, yeah, it's great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I can't contribute any cash, but I can give some of my time when it comes to it. I can go out there for a week or two.
Well, that's gonna be more vital than what cash you could give Purple, because the time you're gonna give if someone got paid to do it, it would be very, very expensive.
Yeah.
So, given like $50 or $20 or $100 versus spending a couple weeks of your life to help that person, that's like $3,000.
Well, and I also realized I've got the flexibility that, if it's something that's got to be done on really short notice, I can be out there in a couple of days. So at least I can take the first week and give everyone else some time to plan things out.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I definitely plan on having another like fundraiser trivia because I've got a huge spike in followers now. So a bigger pool that we can ask from.
I wanted to do another mini marathon kind of thing. I wanted to do like not as long as Purple's Christmas, which I'll have Purple shield out in a little bit. So I wanted to do like another, like 12-hour or 20-hour, whatever we can get together for people's marathon. And I want to do that once a month until we get everything together. Because I think that's when we end up, getting the most traction, because it's people live talking about it constantly and we reach everybody in all the different places and everything. So, yeah, I definitely want to do those. We're actually due to do another one here in right after Christmas.
Yeah, now is actually a bad time to do it after, when the holidays are over and people have time to kind of recoup. If we do it again, like February or March.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wanted to do it in January and then again in end of February, beginning of March. Maybe middle of January or something. So, yeah, no, you got to give everybody a break for Christmas and New Year's and traveling and everything else. So, let everybody get back in their normal routines, and then they'll be around for the streams. So, yeah, so Purple's doing a marathon stream starting at what time on the 24th, Purple?
Oh, it's starting at 5 a.m. Central Time.
So
on the 24th and running. Yep.
6 a.m. Eastern on the 24th, and then running through the 26th to what time?
Well, to 4 a.m. on the 26th, just to wrap all around the world.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so Purple, do you have any slots open that you need filled still for people to stream? Or do you guys fill them all? I haven't looked in the last day or two.
Right now we've just got one unconfirmed.
Okay. Well, like I said, let me know if you need any spots filled, and I'll see what's going on, because I don't know if I might be home by myself for Christmas or I might be over there. I don't know what's going on yet. So tonight we'll tell. Leave it that way. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, really kind of hoping that goes well, but I believe it will. Like, you have to believe that talk goes well, don't you? Like, they love you.
Dude, I hope, man. That's the difference between like, oh, you're a cool person and you're dating my mom.
Yeah, but
yeah.
So
we'll see. Ben's convinced it'll go well, and I usually believe Ben. So
I kind of am too, because it's like, hey, this such a cool person is dating my mom. That's cool.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say, they both when I came out and Heather told them about me transitioning and the whole Mr. B thing started, which I believe it was her and her daughter talking when they came up with Mr. B. When that whole thing started, they were like, "Good for them. That's great. Good for him. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's brave. That's yeah." So
immediate support.
That bodes well for me. Yeah,
for sure.
But I mean, I love them to death. They're great. They're intelligent kids. They're funny as hell. And they all three have like this relationship you don't normally see. You know what I mean? Like the honesty, and they check in like, "Oh, mom, I'm here. Oh, mom, I'm here. We just went over to here." Like they could be running around doing whatever they want, and they still like let her know what's going on. Or when they're at their dad's and they need to come by the house, they have that respect to text her and say, "Hey, mom, I got to run by the house. I forgot my such and such for school," or something,
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, "Okay, I'll set it outside." She just sets it out by the front of the house. They grab it and then they go, So it's because that's like her time, She's like, "Don't invade my time. Your dad gets his time. I get my time." So, yeah, but no, they're good kids.
From everything you've told me about those kids and your relationship with those kids, I don't see this being a problem. Like, I see it,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it will be. Ella knows me better. Basie doesn't really know me very well. So, I think that's kind of, I don't know how he's going to react to it. Because that's, like he's a 16-year-old guy and that's his mom, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
that's a little different.
Talking about motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch you. You fuck up. I'm gonna watch you. So yeah.
Yeah, but if it takes more than a few interactions for these kids to see how head over heels you are for their mom, I'd be surprised, because that just oozes out of every part of you, like every time you're near her, and even when you're not.
She said, "I know they know something's up," and I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Because I talk about you all the time. That's why." "Oh, we were at work and I said this and Beck said that, and we were just laughing so hard." She said, "I'll look over," and Ella's going, "Uh-huh." So I don't know if they're going to be very shocked.
No, I don't think they're going to be surprised.
I doubt it.
And then like Basie would come by the house. He was like, "Mom, my package just got delivered, my Amazon package. I'm gonna go grab it." Or no, he went to pull up to grab it, and he goes, "Hey, there's a truck in the driveway." And she's like, "Oh yeah, that's Beck. So yeah, his tooth pulled. So I let him stay at the house because he's in a lot of pain." And Basie was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So he just like grabbed the package, he didn't even come inside. He just grabbed the package, got in his car, and he left. Just to like leave me alone, kind of thing. And she said, "Well, he's probably resting." And I was really working from home on my computer, but I was resting and I was kind of high because I was in a lot of pain. So he was like, I saw him walk away and I was like, "Babe, Basie just came by, blah, blah, blah." This is bad. She's like, no, he knows. Oh, okay. Ooh. Thought I fucked up, So trying not to cause any problems,
I don't know. I just don't see it going badly. You let us know, though. I mean, got your back, regardless.
Oh yeah, I know. It'll be good.
I think it'll be good.
We're probably gonna do the auction in like end of January or something, right? February. Give everybody time to make stuff. What'd you guys decide on that? Because Julie's asking in the chat. We'll just say February.
That's probably a good time. Yeah. Give people some time after the holidays.
After the holidays, because like
and
people's
to
bank
make the
accounts end up
donation.
low around Christmas.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
plus everybody's got to make whatever they're donating, so because it's all handmade shit. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we'll stick with February sometime and see. When we get closer, we'll set a certain date for it. Well, thank you, Mage. We appreciate every donation that you guys do. Like, really. Your mom dated assholes. Yeah, she unfortunately has a track record of that as well, including their father. So, unfortunately, he's really tough on them, especially on the 16-year-old, and it's not cool. It's not cool, man. Don't fuck with your kids' heads.
Yeah, that can make them nervous about starting a relationship with anybody, though.
Right. Or he might welcome someone else having his back too. I don't know. Like her phone rang today. It was sitting on my desk, and he tried to call twice. And the second time I picked it up and I said, "Hey, this is Beck." And he was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And I said, "Your mom's never going to answer this phone since she left it on my desk." And he goes, "Yeah, I guess not." I said, "When she gets done, I'll let her know to call you." So, no, not dumbasses. Dumbasses are just people that are totally fucking like you give them the information and they're still ignorant. Those are dumbasses. Assholes who are people who treat people poorly because they know they can take advantage of them. Those kind of assholes. Like, oh, this is a kind-hearted, sweet person, and I'm gonna run all over them and fucking be obsessed and possessive. But when it comes time for babies, I'm not really gonna interact with them much unless I have to. Yeah.
Oh god, that's like my niece is fucking spermed out. I don't even want to call him a father. Like for the first 6 years of his life, of her life, while he was still together with my sister, he spent every night fucking outside watching sports and getting drunk. He didn't interact with her at all. It wasn't until my sister got fed up and left and found somebody who like treated her right that all of a sudden now he's like fighting to get whatever he can for custody. But there's like a lot of red flags with this dude, and I am not comfortable with my 12-year-old niece being around this guy. But the custody agreement is as it is. But he won't let her get vaccinated, and she's got lung issues. Like she's got comorbidities that she could die if she gets COVID, and he will not let her get vaccinated.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
Let me just say, Mage, I absolutely agree with you. I probably would have done it. When I was in high school, my mom was a teacher at my school, and she was my teacher because we were at a Catholic high school, private institution. They could do that. So there was no conflict of interest there because they didn't care. Anyways, so she was a teacher of me and my brothers, and we were in science class one day, and this kid named Charlie, I think his name was Charlie. Anyways, point being is he called my mother a bitch. And I started fucking that boy up right then and there. I grabbed him and fucking threw him into a bunch of desks, and he hit the floor, and I pulled him off the floor, and I fucking threw him again. And then when he stood up, I went to punch him, and the teacher stepped in between us and went, the other teacher, "Stop, stop, don't do it. Don't punch him. Don't punch him. Don't punch him." And my mom's standing there like, yeah, I got in some trouble for that. The dean of discipline took me into his office and said, "I understand that you're defending your mother, but you can't do that. You can't fight like that." And I'm like, dude, if they keep talking shit about my mom in front of me, it's going to keep happening. So I'll see you soon. So went back to class. About a week and a half later, somebody said something about my mom again. Back in the dean of discipline's office. "You can't keep doing this." "I'm going to keep doing it. Tell them to quit picking on her. Deal with them. I'm not the fucking problem here." So time number 3, I got put in, I got kicked out of school for 3 days. Kicked all 3 of their fucking male asses. And every single time the teacher stopped me from killing them. Other 2 times it was in different classes. But yeah, so no, if somebody hit my mother, When my mom was alive, they would have had a fucking worn a baseball bat to their head. I would have beat the fucking. See, I don't believe in using weapons because it feels better to me when I'm angry to actually punch something. So when I get to the point where I'm blacked out and I don't know what I'm doing, it's all fists. I don't pick up anything. All I need is these. I'm good.
Remind me never to piss you
I haven't
off.
fought in a long fucking time because I almost killed somebody. Seriously.
Yeah.
So I haven't fought in a long fucking time.
Yeah. Remind me to never piss you off, B.
I just lose it, dude. My Italian, German, Irish shit just pops out and I'm fucking, and I have PTSD and it's just not a good combination.
I honestly don't ever expect that to be a problem.
No, I can't ever see me and you getting in a fight.
No.
And honestly, I don't like to hurt people. That's
No,
honest
me
God
either.
truth. I don't like to hurt people emotionally, mentally, physically. I'm just not that person. So someone really has to, like if someone guy that was stalking my girlfriend, if he were to come back around after I kicked him out of work the other day, if he were to come back around, there would definitely be a fucking issue.
Yeah, you did tell that story.
It was really hard for me to not blow my top. And I think the only reason I didn't is because Heather was standing right there and I knew she couldn't see him, but she could see me.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep my cool. I'm going to fucking do it the right way. I'm going to do this professional. I'm not going to fucking kill him for touching her foot. I'm not going to do it.
Okay,
bye, Ollie.
Bye. All right, so this is the
Night,
special
Ollie.
batting. See how it's just like, normal,
nice
like
and loose.
soft, like, okay, I'm going to hit it with the iron so you can see the difference. But I want to move the project I'm working on out of the way so I don't accidentally hit it with the iron. And it was about the size of my palm.
Yes, Scapegoat, that is absolutely accurate.
That's right.
I feel what other people feel. And when I hurt someone, I cheated on one person in my life and hurt her pretty bad. And 2 years later, I was still hurting from it. And I contacted her, apologized. And she said, it's water under the bridge. And I said, not to me. Because I ended up getting hurt more by it than she was. So, yeah, I don't like hurting other people. It literally hurts me. So, yeah, I agree.
I'm going to wait for my iron to start steaming up.
Wow, Mage. Word. Yeah, yeah, that shit happens. Like that girl, my brother had to pull my hands off her fucking throat. And when I realized when I came out of it and he had me 20 feet away from her behind a bush and I was trying to pull him through this hedge that was fucking chin high on me and he was a football player and I was dragging him through this fucking hedge. And my brother was like a brick shit house when we were kids. He's a dick, but man, dude was stacked, man. You could see every fucking muscle in his body. He should have been a fucking bodybuilder. And he didn't take steroids or anything. He just worked out. Like my family, if we work out, we get bulky. Yeah. And when I came to and saw her gasping for air and realized that, and I saw the handprints around her neck and realized I did that, I was pretty much done fighting after that. It takes a lot to get me to blow my top at somebody. I've been punched, I don't know how many times, and I haven't done it.
Like, look at that. Look at that.
Whoa, that does solidify.
Agreed,
Wow.
Ox. Wow.
Yeah.
This is why I can't iron it until the final assembly is done because this is what would happen. And I can't punch a needle through that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
though,
no, it's
that
true.
exists.
The key is to keep it under control and use it as a weapon instead of blowing your top and getting your ass probably fucking hurt because you're not thinking straight.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's what I did after my mom died. I was so angry that I just channeled it all into fucking kicking ass and basic training AIT. And I did. And I was the most fucked up person there besides the two that threatened suicide so they could get kicked out on medical.
I think I've only been in one, what I would consider physical altercation in my life that was serious.
Lucky you. I grew up in physical altercations.
I mean, there were a few times where like someone would be picking on me in school, and I'm, like actually physically picking on me a little bit, and I just grab them and hip check them and throw them on the ground, like nothing major.
Yeah, walk away.
Yeah, just kind of walk away, like you're done. I'm leaving, and I wasn't interested in continuing because the dude weighs 50 pounds less than me, and he's trying to pick on me. It's like I'm just gonna throw you on the ground. But the only time it was actually serious, like a kid was throwing what basically amounted to chunks of ice at me from across the playground, hitting me in the back of the head as he's like running towards the school. And when he finally caught up to me, he just jumped on my back. Like, it was the dumbest thing he could have possibly done because I just threw him over the top of me. Yeah, exactly. Straight onto his back.
Fuck yeah.
And that was literally the last time this kid ever did anything to me because he lost all of his wind and was looking up at me with my knee on his chest.
See, this is a great reason why jiu-jitsu is great for children, because if you're in an altercation where you can't help it, like if someone's being violent with you, knowing ways to control the situation without hurting anybody is awesome. And having that muscle memory, being like, I can at least sit on top of you until a teacher comes or until somebody else comes. No, it's not going to fix the situation entirely. It's not going to be 100% perfect, but at least like giving someone an option besides punching another kid in the face or like making it like really dangerous.
Right. Well, the way he hit the ground could have been dangerous because of the way he was thrown over my body.
Yeah.
But and definitely knocked the wind out of this kid.
That's how I do it.
It was over. Like that ended the altercation, Like he was not going to do anything from there.
Do you guys want a little interjection of something totally wholesome?
That's how I do it.
All right, say what you said again. Say it again. We got
my flu shot.
Well, no, not that. Yeah, you did get your flu shot, but we don't quit.
We got grit.
We got grit. That's right. We don't quit. Awesome. We got grit. That is a good motto to live by.
There you go.
Sorry, he's just being so stinking snuggly and cute.
No,
I had to share.
Ox just said he's cute.
Yeah, I'm also fortunate that the person that jumped on my back didn't know how to fight. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't know how to fight either. I still don't. And, I'm not trained.
Yeah. Well, because a headlock, too, is going to be a very disadvantageous position. And a lot of times, especially if someone doesn't know how to fight, because like a headlock is not going to stop most people because you have leverage still.
Right.
You have things you can do. And like
hardest thing is to use the person's actions and body weight and momentum against them. That's the best thing to do.
The whole point of jiu-jitsu. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's jiu-jitsu in a nutshell,
I know.
Right?
That's jiu-jitsu. Yeah, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, like the two best things you could have.
Yep. It's a fact.
I think I'll go with Krav personally if I learn something.
No, don't go with Krav. Don't go with Krav.
How to end the fight immediately and break as many bones in their body as possible.
No, here's the problem with Krav though. It's so hyped up, and like think about the reality of a situation. You are only going to be able to perform what you can do under stress with someone fighting back at full resistance. You cannot train that full resistance.
Yeah, that's true. You can't.
So you never know if you can do it in real life or not. Jiu-jitsu, you can do it in real life because you're at 100% resistance while being safe in training. But I know what I can handle and what I can't. I know what I can do against a 250-pound man and what I can't do against a 250-pound man.
Oh, I would never scrap with you, Ben. You beat the crap out of me.
I've only been in a handful of fights in my life, but there's one that I don't want to say I'm proud, but I'm kind of proud. So it was this neighbor kid who he had a good 50 pounds on me and like at least 5 or 6 inches. And like I had taken some martial arts and everything like that. So like I knew how to handle myself. And So he shoved my sister down on the ground, spit on her, and called her a whore. I went over and I demanded an apology because I was like, you will not put hands on my sister ever again, and you will apologize. And he's like, what are you going to do about it, bitch? And he shoves me, and I'm like, you really don't want to do this. Apologize and never put hands on her again. He shoves me again. Then he goes to swing on me, and I deflected it. So I'm like, all right, this fucker's going to fight dirty. So I'm planning ahead, and I go and I kick him like right about here. But I do it like low and slow enough, knowing he's going to try to grab my leg to overpower me. Once he had his hands on my leg, I no longer had to protect my face. So I grabbed onto his shoulders, tilted my knee into his like solar plexus, and went down and threw him over me. I wasn't trying to throw him face first into the concrete pillar behind me. It just happened to work out that way. And so it broke his nose. It fucked his face up. And then he runs in crying to his mom, who comes out to yell at me. And, not only did he get his ass beat in front of, by a girl in front of all of the kids in the neighborhood, but when she came out to yell at me, like, why did you put hands on my son? They're like, no, he hit her sister first. She came over to confront him and say he needed to apologize, and then he swung on her. And she's like, oh, you're going to beat up on girls now, are you? She took this 17-year-old boy, bent him over her knee, and spanked him in front of everybody. And then she went in and grabbed all of his CDs that he spent all of his fucking lawn mowing money on and said, I blame this goddamn rap music, and snapped them to pieces and then made him clean it up.
So, can I comment on Ox's comment? I would never ask for a street fight. I would never ask for that because that's stupid. We don't ask for that.
No, he said, let's get on a seesaw. Bet I win.
Oh, on a seesaw. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can. Yeah, you win there. But something to okay. So I have my
proud of fucking him up, but like he was a misogynistic pig, and he was an asshole. His family moved away like a year later. They moved out of there. Okay, but he was very meek after.
Founder of the incel movement.
What, Ben?
So I want to give because so I'm of course going to be biased about being a proponent of jiu-jitsu and wrestling, but if I have to rank things, obviously, of course, like MMA, boxing, like kickboxing, Muay Thai are going to be incredibly legit as well. The problem is, if you train those, you're at very high risk of getting hurt and getting concussions. So, like, if people want to do those, like, those are amazing systems, but they're also, like, in training those, you're at super high risk for injury, like permanent injury. So,
yeah, I'd like to avoid that.
Yeah, that's why I picked jiu-jitsu, because it's like I can train it and not. You still get hurt, but like you don't have to get hurt. Like you can tap out. Like when you would have gotten hurt and you could stop. You can't just like tap out before someone punches you. It's too quick. You can't. You can't really avoid that. But part of the sport, like part of the technique, is learning how to take a hit and keep fighting. That's an important skill to learn. So if you're wearing too much padding, or if you're like not watching out for those punches, you're not learning this style. You're not learning how to be in a fight like that, because you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hurt. So like incredibly legitimate systems, but yeah, I wouldn't train it myself for that reason.
Yeah, we have our son in karate, and they just put him in the class. He's got his orange belt, and they've put him in the weapons class. So he's going to be able. My 7-year-old's going to be able to kick my ass in another year. It's going to be great.
I mean, the traditional
standing
arts
on one foot.
The traditional arts though don't do as much like combat as they do like art stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be.
I know a little bit of how to fight, not a lot, but one thing I did get from my Viking heritage is the Berserker Rage. That if something sets me off, I will go into it, and at least for a couple of minutes, I don't feel any pain. And even if I'm outmatched, you can do a fuckload of damage if you don't feel any pain for 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, trust me, Purple. I know.
You know, like, I might not win the fight.
I would come to and go,
yeah,
fuck, let have blood all over me.
Yeah, I might not win the fight, but I will do enough damage that people won't want to risk it again.
There you go. Well, you know, you guys were talking about bullies, and honestly, I found, and I don't know if it was just because I had the balls to stand up to them, or the fact that I had people like attack me at school and they did not come out ahead, or what, but I basically would just walk up to them and go, dude, you need to back the fuck up, and you need to leave them alone, or we're gonna have a problem. And they'd be like, fuck you, man. And I'd go, fuck me. And then they'd go, fuck you, and walk away. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So I just got sick of it when I was in high school. By the time I was in like 11th, 10th, 11th grade, I just got sick of it. And I just started walking on people and going, fucking quit. You know? So, like when that black kid came to our school, that poor fucking kid, I don't know what his parents were thinking. You can ask Richard. We lived in like a really, really white area, and they brought this black kid into our school, and that poor thing, he was tiny and skinny, and he had a fucking afro, and he was scared to death, and everybody was fucking with him. And I just, like, every time I saw it, I'd go over and bust through the crowd and tell them all to get the fuck away and let the kid walk through. And he'd just look at me like he was scared of me too. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to help you, man. I'm not trying to do anything bad here, you know, but he was just so scared.
Did have a weird, you bring up a weird interaction that happened to me in Austin. I was just walking down the street, and somebody behind me, like, I knew he was there the whole time. I just didn't care. I'm just walking along, and he announced his presence. You know, he said, you know, watch out, white boy, N-word walking behind you. And I turned around and I was like, I mean, dude, I knew you were there. Like, what's, and he's like, it's all right, man. Like, a lot of white people around here get weird with when we're walking behind them. And I was like, I must not be from, I mean, I'm not from town. It was such a weird interaction to me, because I was like,
there.
Yeah, I was like, are you going to hurt me? And he's like, no. And I'm like,
all right.
Okay.
Well, you know, he's probably had people fucking try to call the cops on him. And
right, exactly.
Was talking to him.
That's what I'm wondering.
Fucking road.
Like, he's just walking on the road, minding his own business, feeling like he has to announce his presence. It was weird to me, because like I've never had that happen before. But I was also so not worried about this dude walking behind me. He just was walking.
Right. But also, so for Cadence, I will disagree a little bit on the max damage minimum effort, because legally, especially if this is like a street fight, like it needs to be like the minimum you need to do to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do like lethal force or anything above what is necessary, especially if you are trained, you are in some deep crap legally.
Yeah, pretty soon you've got to justify yourself.
You will get like potentially some aggravating factors if you knew that you should have done less and you did more.
Yeah.
Like that could be bad.
Having to justify the amount of force you used in a fight because you hurt somebody to the point that they either died or are permanently disabled.
Yeah.
That would not be fun.
Yep. Yeah, like the minimum amount that you need to do to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, you're going to be in legal trouble. Like, that's why, like, if you're in a self-defense situation, it needs to be like you are about to be severely injured or killed, because if you make it out alive, you're probably getting prosecuted.
Yeah.
Like, more than likely, you're getting prosecuted. So it needs to be worth the risk of, do I go to prison for the rest of my life?
Right. It's got to be like you really think your life is in danger.
Like, it almost seems like, you know, at least some of the cases that I've seen, that you would have been in less trouble had you just used a fucking gun. It seems like they go after people that beat someone, you know, like badly in a fight, more so than someone who uses a gun in self-defense situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending what state you're in, that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun stuff. All the legalities are so fun. Yeah, de-escalation, absolutely. Number one priority. And with that, like, don't get in stupid bar fights. Like, it's not worth it, because like you're bringing on a lot of legal problems if you're just getting in fights for no reason. Like, there's no good reason to do that.
And like, I have a concealed carry permit. Like, I have a concealed weapons permit. I own a gun. I mean, I keep it locked up, and I don't even carry it all the time. But if I know that I'm going to be like driving home, with just me and my son late at night or whatever, I will make sure that I have it on me. And I really, honestly, truly hope to gods I don't believe in that I am never in a situation where I have to use it. Now, I will not hesitate because that will get me dead, but I hope I'm never in that situation because I don't want to take a life. I don't want to hurt anybody, but if it's me and my child or you, it's gonna be you, I will not let any harm come to my child. I will defend myself, and like there's a legal right to do that, but I'm not like a lot of these fucking amosexuals that you can tell that they're just itching for the chance to fucking blow someone away. Like, I never want to be in that situation because if I'm not fast enough, then it could end very, very poorly, whereas if the other person, is armed, it could end poorly. And you have to really think about these things if you're going to carry a weapon. If you hesitate, it will end poorly.
Yeah.
And like they're so rah gung ho. Like they just want to start mowing people down like they're fucking Bruce Willis in Die Hard. Like, I don't understand that mentality. It kind of makes me like nauseous thinking about it,
Yeah, they want to go back to, well, what they think the Old West was, but it's the Hollywood idea of the Old West that whoever's fastest on the draw wins. And it's like, that's not the way things ever worked to begin with.
Yeah. Oh, puppy, come here. Come here, puppy. No, puppy. Puppy, come here. We're trying to get him to come up so he...
Just Puppy? Is that the dog's name, Puppy?
No, his name's Buddy. Buddy, come on. Come on the couch. No?
Oh yeah, Buddy is so much more imaginative than Puppy.
I'm trying to get him to come up. Here, maybe I could just... There he is. Buddy, look at the camera. Yeah.
Aww.
There he is. He's gonna sit over there.
He's beautiful.
He's gonna watch the door, make sure nobody comes in.
Yeah, he is an Australian Shepherd. I love him. Why are you all the way over there? I'm gonna move over to be next to him.
So I'm going to head out because I got to get the kid to bed, and then after getting the kid to bed, it's time to wrap more presents.
Yeah, it's already 10 o'clock, and tonight is like my last chance to sleep before Sunday.
So, peace, love you all.
Yep. A couple hours kind of got away on me here. I didn't realize it was getting that
Have
late.
a good night, Bolt.
We try getting that again.
Good night, Bolt.
Good night, Bolt. Love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Purple, if you're taking off, good night.
Yeah. Yeah, I should get as much sleep as I can tonight, so we'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.
All right. Sleep well, sweetheart. Bye.
Bye, sweetie. And then there were 3.
Yeah, I probably can't stay up too late either. So
yeah, I'm tired. I haven't slept good in the last 2 nights, so my face hurts.
Jenny's gonna feel totally left out.
Huh?
Jenny's gonna feel really left out if the stream ends before she even got to join.
Oh, well, she said she was going to be done like an hour ago, so I guess she didn't come on. So
I don't know. I'm just here for the conversation while I work. You know, like,
right? Yeah. So
doesn't
she might
worry
have got
me.
busy. Who knows? Sometimes when she goes to those LGBTQ meetings, she'll meet somebody that needs to talk to or needs somebody to
think
be their
that's
buddy,
awesome,
and she does that for them. Huh?
And I think that's awesome, that
It is awesome.
she is
awesome.
there to like help people.
Yeah, kind of like
especially
Aunt
this time of
Jenny or
year.
Grandma Jenny, helping the kids,
Yeah, because like especially this time of the year, like it's really rough in the holidays. Like if you're alone because your family doesn't accept you. Like I don't want anyone to be alone for the holidays, but especially not in that situation. It just breaks my fucking heart.
Yeah. Well, honestly, Ox, he says all you old people can't hang. So let's go over my schedule. So Saturday we had a party for work at Heather's house. And by the time people left and Heather and I did our hanging out for the evening, we didn't go to sleep till almost 2:00 in the morning. Then we got up at 6. And then Monday night came and I had my Sunday night came, and what happened Sunday night? We slept like 6-ish hours Sunday night. And then Monday night came and I had my tooth pulled and I slept 3 hours. And then last night I slept about 4.5. So I'm pretty fucking tired now. It has caught up to me. And you're older than me, you bastard. I think you are. Yeah. You're like 6 years, 7 years older than me. Yeah, fuck you. Well, anyways, everybody in the chat, I appreciate you guys. And I know there's some of you lingering and mentioning stuff randomly. So I know you're still there, damn it. But no, seriously, thanks for coming by, everybody. And I always appreciate the conversation. And even though it was kind of chilled and we were just BSing tonight, it was kind of nice to not have to worry about any serious shit. So that's good.
Yeah, like just kind of a wind down before the stress of the holidays.
Yeah.
Yep. And y'all get to see the
this will be my
doggy.
last one until after the holidays. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not streaming as much over the break because I'm not at my usual setup. So
right.
We'll get trivia nights and stuff back when I get back home. So yep.
That's cool. Yeah, I might
take
need
a little
break
bit of
Friday
time
night
off.
anyway. So
yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow night I will be going over for dinner to talk to people. So let's all keep our fingers crossed that's happening.
But I might.
Ben, yeah.
We might do because I get back on New Year's Eve.
Oh, do you?
So I might do a late night trivia thing when I get back. We'll find out.
That could be fun.
Assuming, I don't remember what time I'm flying, because that might make it more difficult. But yeah, I mean, if we're going super late anyway, that might be fun.
Sorry, I realized I was about to burn my dinner.
That's not
good. Yeah, so Ben, thanks for coming on, buddy. I appreciate you, and it's good to hang out with you when you're on your little vacation.
Thanks, Hayden.
So thank you for that. Yeah, Kitty always looks cute. We're used to it. Kitty, thanks for coming on and talking with us and carrying on the conversation. Yeah, it's nice to see you around. So
yeah, I mean, and it helps me. I do more work when I've got something going, and I'd rather have a conversation that I can be part of rather than just listening to a video. So
yeah, I agree. For any of you that I do not see before Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas or Solstice, or you're Jewish, or Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate out there. If I don't see you guys before that happens, then I hope you have a great one. And if I don't see you before the new year, that's not going to happen. But just in case, I do hope everybody has a good new year. And I hope everybody's next year is amazing and that everybody has more love and more happiness in their lives. So everybody, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and have peace in your life. And Yeha Noha.